What's good, yo? It's your boy Coach Gotti coming at y'all with another video. Right now, we better get in my Week 13 recap. Before we start, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and let's ride. All right, starting off, we had number 9 UCF against South Florida. I picked UCF to win. UCF won 38-10, but they also lost. Quarterback went out bad, had surgery right afterwards. Big loss for UCF, but they keep the winning streak alive. Then we had number 6 Oklahoma going in to play number 13 West Virginia. I picked West Virginia to win this game. I feel like they was the better team. I feel like they had a better defense. I feel like the offense wasn't what Oklahoma's is just because Oklahoma has Murray, but it's the Big 12. They all light up the scoreboard out there. But West Virginia fell short. They lost 59-56, lost their spot in the Big 12 championship, and we'll see the rematch of Oklahoma and Texas. Then we had number 16 Washington going to play number 8 Washington State. I picked Washington State to win this game. I mean, I've picked them for the last couple weeks, even though I've had my doubts about them just because, you know, when one of these teams that's never really in the top of the rankings at the end of the season pops up, you know, I get a little skeptical because you just can't take them serious until they prove it. And then this week I picked them. I was taking them serious, and then they let me down. They lose 28-15. Miss any opportunity to make the playoffs, which this week would not. This is the week that they would have wanted to win, yo. But then we had number 4 Michigan going in to play number 10 Ohio State. I picked Michigan to win. If you've been following my videos, you know at the beginning of the season I had Michigan winning the Big Ten. I had them going to the playoffs. I even had them going to the national championship. And everything was looking like that was possible, looking like it had a high possibility. Then these sorry motherfuckers. Like, I could understand losing Ohio State, but they didn't just lose. They got mopped. Like, they got dominated. Ohio State won 62-39. Ohio State made them look silly. And what makes it so bad is that this is Ohio State's down year. They're not an elite team. Even if they throw them in the playoffs, Ohio State ain't going nowhere in the playoffs. And then you let Ohio State do that to you. So it's time to get rid of Harbaugh, yo. Time to get rid of him. Then we had Auburn going in to play number 1 Bama, Iron Bowl. I picked Bama just like everyone would have unless you're an Auburn fan. And Bama won 52-21. It was a nice little good first half. But no, Bama beat them boys bad, easily. And at the same time, lost players due to targeting. Big advantage for Georgia coming into the SEC championship game. Then you had South Carolina going in to play number 2 Clemson. Last year, I chose South Carolina, and I got made a fool of. This year, I wasn't doing that. I chose Clemson, and even though the first half was looking a little Clemson held out. They won 56-35. Then we had number 7 LSU going in to play number 22 Texas A&M. I chose A&M. I honestly feel like they was going to win this game pretty easily in 4 quarters, but instead they go into 7 overtimes and they win the game 74-72. This is like the highest scoring game I've ever watched. And trust me, I was ready for it to end. But it was a good game. 74-72, A&M won. Then number 3 Notre Dame going in to play USC. Last 2 weeks, you know, I went against Notre Dame. I just felt like they were going to slip up, and they didn't. So this week, I took Notre Dame because they made me a believer. And then they almost had me upset and disappointed like Michigan did, but they ended up pulling through and coming back at the end to beat USC. USC's not bowl eligible. Notre Dame is playoff bound. And we had BYU going into play 17 Utah. I chose Utah to win this game. Utah won 35-27. Game was a lot closer than what I was expecting. And then out of the Mountain West, we had number 21 Utah State going into play number 23 Boise State. I chose Boise State to win this game, and they won 33-24. Boise State goes on to the Mountain West Conference Championship. So out of these 10 games, I went 7-3, 70%. That's a great percentage right there. But make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. You know, we got conference championships coming up, so I got that. I'm going to go ahead and make another playoff prediction video before the conference championships get played. And then we got the bowl games and playoffs coming up after that. It's your boy Coach Gotti, and I'm out.